John's thoughts on using social media. Hello, yes, I am John, so that means my thought. Strange to have a title and third party, but I thought it might sound more impressive because you might think it's some other John, someone more impressive than me. Who am I? I'm just little old John Butt from England. I'm out in my garden, it's a bit breezy. It is July, and it's kind of a bit of a strange week. Wimbledon's finished, football's finished. It's not actually sunny, and so a bit of a doldrums week. So time for some social media, time to cheer ourselves up and get in and see what everyone else is doing. But are we using social media correctly? Are we thinking about it in the right way? Now, I am never going to profess to be a Gary Vaynerchuk of social media or a Peg Fitzpatrick. Some people are just epic. They are natural. But I have a feeling that most of us are more like me in that we possibly feel forced to use social media because it's not natural to us. It's not something we don't. We're not the type who needs to phone everyone every 5 minutes or to text people all day long. So it didn't come naturally to us to constantly have to chat to people. But there are ways to use it for business, and it is important. This is the thing: is in our 7 Ps, in our perpetual sales cycle, it's the second P is profile. People will search for your profile. People will look you up on social media. So you need to have something going on. So now I was chatting to Phil Pallam, a great brand strategist, and he uses it very effectively. He explained how he used Pinterest. He picked on Pinterest and decided to attack Pinterest with a strategy. And he spends like 5 minutes a day doing this. He is a brand strategist. So he shows people how to improve their brands and how it can all work. Now, what he does for Pinterest, because generally, Pinterest works for fashion, makeup, food, things like that, very visual, travel, very visual things, and decorating, all that kind of thing. But what he did was he simply set up a lot of boards on his Pinterest, and he puts pins of interesting branding examples. Now, this can translate to anybody's business of any type, shape or form, and it can be used on many, many platforms. So Instagram is going to be similar to Pinterest, but the reason I'm talking about Pinterest here is because if Pinterest, you don't need to be doing it every day. There's nothing that says, oh, they didn't put a pin up for days, unlike Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and so on. And so Pinterest, you can set up boards and you can find things and you just simply pin them. Now on your desktop you can download an addition to Chrome or Firefox browser or Safari, whatever you're using, and you can simply pin stuff. But most blogs have a pinning button. It's very easy. So if you are in landscape gardening, how about all examples of lawns, of borders, of patios, of garden furniture, of kids' garden furniture, of fences, of walls. You get what I'm saying? Of flowers, of flower beds, of plants, of perennials, of shrubs. I think those are all the words I can think of to do with landscape gardening. Of equipment. How difficult would that be? And of course, you don't need to be doing this. You can outsource this, systemize it. So just do a few of them, write down what you do, or even do a video screencast online. If you've got an Apple Mac, it has built-in QuickTime. You can actually do that for free with QuickTime on your Mac, screencasts. Yes, you can. And you can record voice or not record voice. It's up to you. Do that. Send it off to somebody who's going to do it for you, who's going to spend 5 minutes a day doing that. And then what Phil went from, did he say something like 500 odd followers to, I don't know, 12,000 or something like that in a year? You can even schedule pins. There are things to schedule pins as Viral, Woot and not Ahology, there's another one, can't even think what they're all called now, but you can Google things like that and find out that. Now, if you're doing that for Pinterest, you can do something similar for Instagram. Again, stay on topic. On Instagram, did you realize you can put short videos, little snappy little videos up there? So if you're going to record a longer video explanation, put it on YouTube or put it on Facebook, you can do a short one or cut the front off and put a message at the end. To see the full video, go to our YouTube channel at, and tell them where, don't just hope they'll guess what your YouTube channel is, or our Facebook page at, and put a message on there like a little template. And you think, well, how would I do that? Well, there are templates, there are tools that do it. It's very, 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 very simple. You're thinking, I'm not technical. You don't have to be. Once you've figured out how to do it once, you do every single one the same. So you can show people examples of a great garden you just seen, or a great garden you've just read about. You can, it's numerous. And once you do that, you can do the same on your Facebook page. You can put examples of great things, but you can ask people for comments on Facebook. You can say, here is an example of something, here's an example of a fantastic garden. What's your favourite garden? You can even put a Facebook poll and question them and put some suggestions. Which part of landscaping is most important to you? The grass, the borders, the flowers, the furniture. Ask people for polls. You can find out information, but you get people involved. And if you're wondering who, because I haven't got any followers, we'll go back to Twitter. Twitter is the one of all the social media tools. Twitter is, personally, I think Twitter is the most kind of social media of it, the most media friendly and the most social friendly, because it's the only one where you can search. You can actually search for stuff. So you can search for landscape gardening, you can search for garden furniture, you can search for perennials, for lawn, for whatever. And you can find where people are talking about these things, top people. You can find hashtags to use, and you can friend them, and you can follow them, and you can share their stuff. They will then follow you and share your stuff, and then you get by association, and you also find some clients. Clients will follow, or potential clients will follow those people. They will wonder who you are. They'll come and have a look and they'll see what you've got going on. So you can use these. You can post, by the way, when you are posting on Facebook, I wouldn't put too much effort in. Facebook have just announced that they are reducing even further the number of people who are going to see your business page. You have to be there. Give you an example. Recently, my staff were going to use a top service to hire someone, and when I left it to them, because I don't manage my business, they run the business for me, and I actually thought they used this company, but it turned out when they reviewed it, they decided not to because they didn't feel comfortable. They found in May or June, I think probably in June, that the last Facebook post from this business was about their Christmas in December. Now, it doesn't need to be up to date, but that my own staff decided not to use a service that I told them to use because they didn't feel comfortable. I know the owner of the business. I've actually since told them about this, but people have opinions. People form opinions. So your things need to be up to date. But Facebook, 1 to 3% of people that you think are looking at your stuff are seeing it because Facebook doesn't show them because you're not paying. And that's going to be reduced. So if you're going to put stuff on Facebook, don't put too much effort because not a lot of people are looking, but you do have to be there. More likely, put the good stuff on LinkedIn and then share it across to Facebook. Just a suggestion. But think differently about social media, okay? Now it is Tuesday, and Tuesday Toolbox tip. I'm going to, just lately I've been trying to remind you of tools that you should be using that I've mentioned before. And today, in light of social media, is Buffer. Just look up Buffer. It used to be Buffer app, but it's now just Buffer. I guess they bought the domain. It is free. There is a paid version. I use the paid one, but the free one is fabulous. You cannot believe how easy it makes your life for scheduling stuff ahead for the whole week. So you could schedule stuff on the Monday for the entire week, and that is all your fixed social media stuff done. You only then need to dive in and make comments to real people occasionally on Twitter and Facebook, and like some stuff, share some stuff, and say hello to people. But all of your posts and so on schedule. Buffer, you've got to be using it. All right. Oh, by the way, tomorrow, it's about content things. It's the interview is fabulous. Andy Crestodina. If you do not know who Andy Crestodina is, you need to be listening. He is everywhere. He is such a nice bloke from Chicago. But lovely, lovely. Really enjoyed talking to him. It's a fabulous interview. He does not miss a trick, and he has lots of nuggets for you to learn from. I'll be back then with another Daily One on Thursday.